All right, so movie section this week, a little bit bigger than the TV section, but only a little bit. We have Toxic Avenger update there. We also have Hunger Games dropping trailers, as well as a big update on the writers' strike specifically. So let's talk about it. Welcome, nerds, to the movie news for the week. This is where we're going to be talking about all of the nerdy and or pop culture related movie news that we can get our grubby little hands on. So like if it's been announced, if there's a new trailer, if there's casting, all of that's going to be here. So let's get into that, shall we? In follow-ups and corrections, we do have the follow-up on the Toxic Avenger starring Peter Dinklage, because that makes total sense. If you saw the original movie, then yeah, sure, just do whatever the hell you want. The biggest thing here is the casting. I don't think we've ever gone over this, because I think this is the first time we've gotten a confirmation of casting for it, but either way, it's a finished movie. It was at a film festival over the past weekend, so very interesting. There's actually reviews if you look hard enough, though I don't know how hard you have to look anymore since it's been a few days. But rambling, let's talk about this update. So we already know Peter Dinklage going to be playing Toxie, actually going to be playing Toxie. They're not going to bring in another actor once he becomes Toxie. Winston Gooze is the name of the character before he becomes the Toxic Avenger. And then noteworthy here, we got Elijah Wood. I don't remember this. Why is this a thing? Fritz Garbinger is the secondary villain that is going to be played by Elijah Wood. And then his brother, Bob Garbinger, is played by Kevin Bacon, because Elijah Wood and Kevin Bacon are close enough in age to be brothers, apparently. He's going to be the main villain, according to what we've read. Jacob Tremblay is going to be playing Toxie's stepson, so Peter Dinklage's stepson is going to be played by Jacob Tremblay, and then Taylour Paige, whom I didn't recognize, and I apologize for that because I feel like I should know her from something, is going to be playing character of J.J. Doherty, who is an investigative reporter and moonlights as something of a vigilante detective. So yeah, pretty huge. There's screenshots hopefully you're seeing if you're watching the YouTube or Rumble version of the show. But yeah, so that's the first update that we have. The second one is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. We finally have a streamer that has been announced for this movie. As of October, you can stream the horror movie Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey on Peacock. No exact date was given when it's going to be brought to the service, but if you have Peacock, they're probably already pushing it at you. I haven't brought up my Peacock for a few weeks at this point, so I don't know. But yeah, that's a thing that I think they're going to push throughout the month of October. So it's worth it, especially if you already have Peacock. Then go watch Winnie the Pooh, because it has no right being as good of a horror movie as it is. Not saying it's a good horror movie, just saying they made that thing with $5 and a prayer, and it's better than that. So yeah, so from there we got some trailers for movies this week as well. A new Bill Burr comedy on Netflix called Old Dads that is definitely going to be worth a watch. The trailer is pretty freaking awesome. That movie comes out again on Netflix October 20th. It will be rated R, so kind of forewarning, don't watch the trailer with kids. And then the other big trailer we got this week was The Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And sure, this is the second trailer. We already know that this is a thing that's going to make $1 billion. November 17th is when that one drops. So no real crazy changes to the release date there. So that brings us into our regular ass news. We only have one piece of regular ass news, and that is the writer's strike update. It is coming to an end. So the contract renegotiations, the studios finally caved-ish on some of the things as far as like AI goes and streaming residuals and so on and so forth. So that's good. That was the big sticking points. Everyone involved seems to be praising the details of this. We're not going to go over the details necessarily because literally everybody else is talking about this, but it should be known that the as of tomorrow, as I'm filming this, so today as you're watching this, that is when the official 100% go-ahead should be given, though it could be another week or so. That's still kind of in limbo. But when it is ratified, assuming nothing changes, when it is ratified, then the changes will go back all the way to May 2nd. So people who are owed money will be owed money from over a month ago, or over a few months ago. What is it? It's October and that's May. That's a lot of months. Anyway, so yeah, all of those changes will be retroactive through May 2nd of 2023. So that's pretty freaking cool. And then I believe the contract length is something like 3 years. So we could be going through this again in 3 years, or they could just renew it then. If that happens, we'll talk about it. From there, though, our suggestion this week is a really interesting suggestion. Continuing with our Mortal Kombat theme, movie suggestion this week is a new movie called Mortal Kombat Deathright. Movie is a very loose term here. It's actually a short. It's about 15 minutes long, just under 15 minutes long. It's a battle between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But, I mean, if you are a huge Mortal Kombat nerd like myself, and you watched the trailer for it that was released, I believe, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think we actually talked about it here, then you were led to believe that that was all it was going to be. So I was pleasantly surprised to see Raiden in this bad boy as well. And it looks like they're ramping up to maybe, hopefully, do a proper full-length movie with this universe and these characters and so on and so forth. So I'm super here for it. Not the best fight choreography and definitely not the best dialogue writing, but it's still pretty awesome to see fan-made movie go this far. So go watch it for yourself. Link down in the description. Mortal Kombat Deathright is on YouTube for free. It's 15 minutes of your time. Go have fun. And once again, nerds, this is just a clip from the main show, the Weekend Nerddom, over on the main channel, youtube.com/generally nerdy. Go check that out for the entire episode, or just stay tuned here for other news related to nerdy pop culture stuff and just random fun little bits. Before we head out, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.